Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in today. This is Lady Hale. This is Business with Lady Hale. No, it will not be dinner with Lady Hale tonight. I was just coming on tonight just to invite people just to come on so you will know exactly what we're doing in the community and what is going on. We have a whole lot that has been going on. So we just wanted to make sure that everybody had a chance and they knew exactly some of the resources that we do have available to our community. So, what I'm going to do is just invite a few people to what we have going on. So, I want to make sure everybody will have that opportunity. So, if something we may have and you may know of, or you may know someone else that's in the community that may need something, um, you will be able to help them because we provide resources and food not only to the community, but we also provide this to homebound seniors and things like that. So if you can share this video, please, because we never know who may need some of these resources or something. So we ask you to please share because we want to make sure as many people know about the resources that we do have. And I want to thank y'all for coming in. And how was your day before I say anything else? How was your day today? We had a very good day because what we did today from 2 to 4, we had depend diapers that we were giving out to our community. And guess what? All of those were at no cost. So we have other things that we do share with the community and we do provide to the community. So I just want to make sure that everybody do get a chance to know what is going on in the community. So if there is a need and someone might have something, you'll be able to go ahead and partake in it because like I said, we love our community. We love what we're doing. Hold on, let me see if I see any comments because I'm just adding people right now. We love what we're doing. And I couldn't do this by myself. I want to thank Miss Sabrina Lewis, Miss Black Texas, Miss USA. I want to thank Rodney Robinson Jr., Lanisha Hale, Miss Lanisha Nellums for always bringing her children and her daughters out. Mr. Jeremiah, who's always there. And I want to thank Mr. DJ Depp. He's an amazing guy. And I also want to thank Anjanette Thibodeau and Greenhouse International Church, Pastor Decker, my city council person, Miss Tarsha Jackson, and Miss Shepherd, and the list goes on and on. So that's what I was trying to tell everybody. Even though you may see me, oh, and I don't want to forget Mr. Carl Turner. Oh, we can't forget Carl. Carl is amazing. Carl is always there. And my brother Josh Mika, all of these people who are always there. We have Mr. Henderson there, Mr. Demetria Wooden. We have so many people that come out and they help us every day. Hello, Miss Beautiful, Miss Dr. Candice Matthews. Hey,
Hello.
babe, how you doing? I was just
All right,
letting
how are you?
I'm doing sweet, my love. I was just letting people know what we were doing today. Today we were at Greenhouse International Church and we had pallets and pallets of depend diapers and things for our seniors. So we had pallets and pallets, so we gave out a lot, and it was at no cost to anyone. So if a senior in the community or a homebound senior that may need them, because there's a lot of seniors who do not have insurance, and those depend diapers are very expensive. So we were able to help them with that, and some of our seniors are on dietary needs also. So we help them with some of the dietary food that they have to have, which are kind of expensive. So we help them with that also. So we were just glad that we were able to bless the community today from 2 to 4 o'clock. We had a fabulous time, and I was just letting them know some of the other events we're going to have on February the 13th. We're going to be in Freemanstown. We're going to do a big food giveaway. So if you know someone in that area or anyone from the city of Houston, join us that day. And every third Wednesday of the month, because we picked up 25 seniors from the Curry Road apartment, and they have plenty more. So every third Wednesday of the month, we will be at what we know is the Curry Road apartments. They didn't change the name, but we've added 25 more seniors, and she said they have about 60 to 80 there. So we're going to add the rest of them on there with us. And then next, the 27th, which is next Wednesday, we are going to be at the Acres Home Police Department giving out our regular. And then at 3 o'clock, we do have where the homebound seniors come and the volunteers come. They pick up food for 60 seniors at 3 o'clock. So we get them all out of the way. And that's all the so far that we're going to do for the next 2 weeks. So we are that's a lot. That is a whole lot that we are doing, but we're so thankful for all the vendors that we have, everybody, that donate to us. And that's one of the things I hear from the vendors. They said that the reason we get so many donations, because they know once we actually get the food or whatever they give it goes right to the community. They never have to worry about us selling the food, is not getting to the community or whatever. So that is a true blessing. So yes, I am waiting on Mr. Baker, but you can go ahead and introduce yourself. He know he has the link. I ain't be playing with Donald Baker. He got the link. He better come on with the tea. He be having tea every night. So now you on here, he better come with the tea. He's a mess in his.
I got my fan ready.
Hey, we ready for you. Where are you? I sent it to you. Miss Candice waiting on you. Tell me I ain't sent it to you. Go to your Facebook Messenger.
I'm finishing up this last loan for this fine. I'm signing in 5-7 minutes.
Okay.
Giving us a lot of help. And I'm telling you, I'm giving you for because I got 87 text messages I haven't.
Okay. So you're going to see it on Facebook Live? It's on your Facebook Messenger. All right. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. He said, give him 5 minutes, Miss Candice. He finishing up along with a client. I'm like, okay, because you started this, so you go in this. He talking about, I'm coming. I got all the information. Well, come on then. Come on. Yes, sir, Mr. Baker. Hello? Oh, he ain't been to call me back. That's right. Get on the phone. He talking about, he doing too many things. That's what's happening. Mr. Baker is doing too many things. So go ahead, Miss Candice, tell us a little bit about yourself. I know, and you're an amazing person, and I am so fortunate to have met you, and you're just amazing, and I love exactly what you do.
Okay, well, those of you just coming on, I'm Dr. Candice Matthews. I wear several hats. I am a business owner. I've been in business now. This is my 12th year. I own a foster adoption agency by the name of Children of Diversity. I have 2 locations, one in Beaumont and then one in Houston, and I'm working on opening up a location in Austin.
All right.
Basically, what we do, we license foster parents. We consummate adoptions. We work directly with DFPS, which is CPS, and then that's one hat. The second hat is my political hat, and I am the statewide accountability chair for the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, and then also I am the accountability chair for the Hale County chapter. So. Several hats, and then also I have a podcast by the name of Krista Power, myself and Wendell King II, who used to be one of the debate coaches at Texas Southern under Dr. Freeman. So we do a lot of good stuff. We dig in the community. This is just basically what we do. Like I'm one of those ones to the fact where hey, it's what it is. When they do a press conference on your behind, I'll tell you what it is.
And what made you want to be a person that holds preachers? We're gonna talk about them, the preachers. Donald Baker gonna do the preachers, but you would do the politician, or y'all can do it together. What makes you want to hold people accountable?
Okay, so what happened? It kind of. When I became a member of the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats, the Harris County chapter, and so I sat in on one of the meetings, and they had some of these elected officials was trying to get endorsed. You know, they'll come in and tell you all the pretty things they want you to know. And by me being an investigator, because I'm also a private investigator too. So by me being an investigator by nature, I'm gonna read through what you talking about, because you sit up here and tell me this, right? But I need some receipts.
Well, I don't want to be on your list. I hope you already have plenty of receipts for me. I don't want to be on your list.
It was just it kind of it made its flourishing that day, because when some of those elected officials or people that were trying to run for office, they came in, and so you know they basically they telling you things to try to make you feel good. You know, I'm right. So you're not gonna just tell me nothing to feel good at all, because with the line of work that we do dealing with foster care, it's all about accountability.
Yes.
You have the state coming in every which way but Sunday to come review your records. They want to make sure that you have everything intact, and if not, you have data to back up to hold the state accountable. So basically, so when they were coming in and they were just saying the same stuff, I was like, okay. And I told the president, Tara Shanks, I say, we need an accountability committee. And he was like, I said, because everybody's coming in here saying the same thing, and nobody is holding them accountable. So, like, if we was to give them an endorsement, how are we going to follow them to make sure they saying what they say they're going to do? You know, how are we going to follow that? So, I actually created the accountability program.
All right now.
So I have evaluation tools for every level of government, from your congressional all the way down to your mayor, your city councilman. So we have that, because what happens is that when they come in and want to talk to the community or want to talk to, you know, organizations, we don't have no data. We don't have nothing. You know what I mean? So we can only take what you say. But see, now we have it.
All right now.
We even created legislative scorecards and congressional scorecards. So we're gonna make sure that we get that out to the community when it comes time for the next election cycle. Then that we have for the judges, because we're gonna start evaluating judges. So I'm going to give you guys firsthand the evaluation tool on these judges, because it's going to be public information. We're going to know where you are, how you're doing, and if you're not doing well, 9 times out of 10, we're probably going to chastise you in private. But then if you don't get it together, then we're going to bring
it to the public. So as far as the judges, what are you looking for? Their success rate, or what are you looking for judges?
So many facets of everything that we look at. We go all the way down into your budget. We Lord. The data of your budget and how you use your budget. We even want to know, as far as your staffing plan, how many African right, and no, you cannot talk about these Harris County cops, because the county put them there, not you.
Come on now.
We even go as far as to the same books that the judges have on their desk with the Texas laws, we have them. So knowledge is power.
All right now. I keep my stuff right, so I have receipts on what I do. So y'all don't have to. I don't need to be on the list. I'm good. I'm good over here. I'm good over here, y'all. If y'all do have my organization on there, I'm gonna pass. I'm gonna be all right. You know what I'm doing. I show everything I'm doing.
But the main thing is, it's not, you know, a witch hunt or anything like that.
Yeah, I know.
When you take an oath to be a public servant, you got to be right.
Come on now.
You know, I'm just being real. Like, you have to be right, because what happens is that we put so many people in office and these people are not right. That's a problem. That's like this Ted Cruz situation.
Yes, I tell you.
Stay tuned for tomorrow, because baby, we about to bring the smoke. We have about 70 coalitions that joined together to ask for Ted Cruz indicted Ken Paxton. We want all their resignations, because you all were enablers of sedition and you were a part of that insurrection, and you're going to be held accountable. period.
All right now, and period. Ain't nothing else to say. Just period. I love it. I love it. I love it. And that's what, especially our underserved communities. And I
Absolutely.
think when politicians don't do what they say and they have money and they take money to other places that can help these underserved communities, that's why I have a problem with it.
Yes.
Just do the right thing.
Yeah, and see, even as far as to where you have certain politicians who've been in positions for years, and when you have issues, then all of a sudden you cutting back alley deals. Yeah, we're going to shine a light to that. We're going to shine a light to these judges that are not using the public defender's office. You're private attorneys.
Yes, yes.
They're getting paid on the back end.
I heard it and seen it, and no, I'm like, And when I hear that and they bring that to me, I'm like, nope, I don't want to have nothing to do with that because my organization is clean. We clean. I don't want to have no dealers. No, I don't want your money. Keep it, because I've had so many. Well, we want to don't make no donation. No, I'm not coming to get in a camera with you. No, I'm not doing it, because a lot of times they be looking for someone that has a good name in the community to put you up there so people will believe in it. I'm like, no, I'm not the one. Keep your money. Just keep it. Keep your money.
And see, and the thing is that at the end of the day, is that it's accountability breeds responsibility. You know what I mean? So it is our responsibility to hold people accountable, because if not, and then the results that you get, don't get mad.
That's right.
Don't get mad because you put them there.
And what about the people who don't vote? If you don't vote, then you really don't have nothing to say. That's why you need to find out when they come in, like when you have accountability, listen to what the community is saying. Listen to what you guys are saying, because if you don't vote, then you automatically voted for them. That's what I try to tell people. That's what you did.
And proof for, first of all, a lot of people, we have a GOTV initiative we're going to be working on, where we're going to be touching the unorthodox population that people are scared to go to, like your strip clubs, like your pimps, all of them. We coming. So the thing is that they should already see that your vote really count, because why are they fighting so hard to support the vote, right? Then on top of that, Biden made it in, right? Kamala made it in. Harris County has been turned blue for a while now, so your vote counts.
Yes, that's why I tell them your vote counts. So, and then another thing, and I think I heard you guys were talking about, just because someone is Black, that don't mean you have to vote for them if they're not doing the right thing.
I'm gonna say this again. Everything looks like skin folk ain't kinfolk. That's all I'm saying.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. It has to be whoever is going to do the right thing for you and your community, not just saying myself. You have to look at the whole other pictures, because you have kids in our community don't have access to fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. They don't have access to computers. That's the basic thing that kids in River Oaks may just take advantage of, but our kids don't even have that option to take advantage of it. So that's what I look at. Don't just tell me. I need to see what you're doing. It's a lot of talk to get in, but if you're exactly not going to do what you're saying you're going to do, I'd rather you not even be in there, because all you're going to do is hurt our communities.
And that's where you come in to alleviate that, because you're going to do your job. Because if you got to let the community know that you're not doing your job, and especially if you coming in here with some racist, sexist foolishness, oh yeah, you about to get a press conference.
Right. And I like that when you hold them accountable for what they're not doing, because you're getting paid to do this job. So why should we have to have Dr. Matthews on here to make you do your job? She shouldn't have to be on, create this so you can do your job. You should be able to do your job without Dr. Candice coming up here, making sure you do, and having people watching you. If you're doing your job and you were voted to do this job and you're being paid to do this job, what's the problem? That's not what I'm understanding. And you making all this money, but you cannot help your district or whoever. You cannot help them at all.
But see, and then and to give you another take on this, we also dig into the legislative side as well, because I'm gonna be in Austin quite a bit too. then also DC. It all depends, where
Yeah.
to go. But I'll be working directly with State Rep Ron Reynolds because he is actually the liaison for the NAACP as well as for the Texas Coalition of Black Democrats. So matter of fact, me and him had a conversation today because it's a bill that's out that they're trying to pass to try to get rid of voter deputies. That is another form of voter suppression.
All right.
Yeah, so we are definitely on top of that, and we're going to fight that tooth and nail. So again, remember I was telling you about the congressional and the legislative scorecards. You guys are going to have the information so you all can make a sound decision of who's going to be right for this specific position. Period.
All right now. That's period. Ain't got that to it.
I have an awesome accountability team. Matter of fact, one of them on here now, Miss Lavinia. Oh yeah,
there she goes, honey, baby. She on here. She been posting. I've been putting up posts up here. She say accountability is necessary. Yes, sister.
She is the go-to person when it deals with TDCJ.
Okay,
we keep our feet on their neck.
Ooh.
Matter of fact, I got a couple letters now that I got to read into before I had to get hold of Senator Whitmire.
Get hold of somebody, huh? Woo. All right now.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I just got to see what's in the letter.
Yeah, and y'all ain't waiting. I'm still waiting on Mr. Baker. That's when it's gonna really get hot. I'm like, I'll go just bag out this, let y'all have it. I got my paper. He say he coming with the tea. I like that. You ain't got to be calling people names. Yeah, I'm gonna call people. I'm like, oh Lord, have mercy. I know. I'm here. I'm waiting on Mr. Baker. I know she would do her shade.
I am ready. Everything is ready. You understand me? I am waiting on him.
And you know, every time he come on the show, he just get ratchet. Ain't nothing else to say, but he just be ratchet. He like, you know, I'm gonna be ratchet when I get on the show. Just be ratchet.
I would definitely say this. Okay, one thing that I don't do is forget my roots and where I come from.
Come on now.
I am from Northeast Houston, Homestead, Mesa Road, and Tidwell.
Come on now.
From okay,
right up the road, Fifth Ward, and Acres Home.
Okay, so my thing is just because I have 3 letters behind my name, don't think I can turn around and cut that off and put that Mesa Road on real quick and Homestead. Okay,
don't let the hand the nails fool them, huh? Say don't get it twisted. Just because we didn't moved on the other side, we still from that side. Don't get it twisted. I like, all right, y'all be fine, but
I still go back to the hood, boo. I still go back to the hood and be around my
every week. I'm there every week. You already know I'm there every week.
At the end of the day, you know what? Because I'm the one, as we stand in the gap for our people because we can walk in doors that they cannot.
That's right. That's right.
So I'm not going to forget who I am. I'm not going to put up it just because I have a PhD and I'm going to be like, oh, I'm just going to be so meticulous about what I'm doing. No, but I'm like, look, let me tell you.
Okay, this ain't right. It is what it is. That's what I say. Nope, I don't do it.
I don't have time for that. Like, I don't have time. Because I can talk to you like I'm doing a dissertation, and then I can talk to you like I'm from the streets. Because I know how to blend. That's how you're supposed to do.
That's how you're supposed to do. Go from the White House all the way to the crack house. We still do it.
You got to meet people where they are.
That's true.
So, girl, don't nobody have time. Like, look, don't come in here. Don't start none. Won't be none.
And that's what I don't understand about some of the politicians. Now, if you over some of these districts and you know that low income, why we don't see you out there in the actual district itself? You know, if you're afraid of the district that you are with, that's a problem. That is a problem. I'm like, okay, I don't see you out here. We out here. I don't ever see you out here because some of them be talking about, I didn't know you out there. Well, we don't know you out here. If you would know, if you were in the community, you know I'm over here at the police department every Wednesday feeding our community. Yeah, I'm out there. We out there on West Montgomery and Ferguson, right there in the hood of Acres Home. That's where we are. So I'm like, no, I'm not going to do it. And it was such an honor because I know, I said when Candice And Donna Baker get on here, honey, all I'm gonna do is be taking notes. I ain't got nothing to say. Y'all see I got my pen and my paper. I ain't got nothing to say. I'm just gonna be sitting here. Somebody said, either way, Dr. Candice Matthew is all the way. Yeah, either way she go, I'll take it. Either way she go, I will too. Dr. Candice, either way it go. It could be Dr. Candice, or it could just be Candice, or it could just be the lady with the hair and the nails, whatever. It doesn't matter to me.
But now when I'm in a professional forum, honey, you gonna put some respect on my name.
Come on now. So you earned that. You didn't buy that degree. You earned that degree. And that's what I was telling people, talking about, oh, I didn't got a doctorate and I did that. I'm like, why is it taking me so long? And look, y'all just seem like in a few months, y'all get y'all. And it's been taking me years to get mine. I'm like, well, what am I doing wrong? Because I'm still working on them. I'm like, all these papers and all of this. And how y'all just breathe through that so quick? I'm just not understanding.
Like this, I only had one kid at the time. No. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. No, I didn't have my kids until after, because I was so tough. Then on top of that too, my mom was one of those type of parents, because I went to Seed King, so I was over there when it was all white. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Out in our forest and brought. So when my mom went over there and found out about how you can have your associate's degree before you graduate high school, they were telling us about it. So my mama went up in there and put me in that program. So I had an associate degree from Texas Tech.
The man has arrived, Miss Candice. Oh, he looked like he ready. You ready?
Let me explain something to
you. Oh, Lord. You can't just come in and speak to the people.
No, I'm not worried about it. Listen, Lanita.
What?
Listen. Let me find it. I'm going to buy
Miss Candice on here. Can you at least speak to Dr.
Candice? I'm going to press one thing at a time. I ain't trying to be handled. I've been handled. I'm going to buy a network because anytime you get anything free, it has no value.
Come on now.
And I'm going to pay only because you do a damn good job. Now, I hurt some church folks' feelings.
Oh.
But the same thing this cuckoo StreamYard does, you do the same thing, if not better, and all the bugs and whistles on the doggone YouTube. Now, this thing got this screen big, and I got all kind of contraption here, and it ain't my system. All this here, everything. This stuff ain't worth a damn. Now, what y'all do, it's tight, but it's right. Now,
I ain't arguing with you.
Big old letters across here, I can't see nothing.
Put your government glasses on.
It ain't got nothing to do with my government glasses. So let me try this. Boy, I tell you, I have to start praying. Lord, deliver me from Cushites.
Stop. Don't start.
We got to get something.
Miss Candice, Dr. Candice already opened the door. She was already talking about the politicians for you. So
that's always in my heart, but I can't say and work if I can't see what I'm talking about.
Get your government glasses.
It ain't my glasses. It's that this old program y'all have here.
Are you gonna buy a network? Because I will be on your personal network.
I mean, it ain't about a network or television station. It's about having access to communication to do.
Yes, sir.
You need no television station. You already. Sometimes I don't know.
Why you coming on twice? You didn't click on again.
Because I'm switching lines. Okay, you want to do this?
No, you can do it. There you go. I'm gonna let you do it. Now, there you go. Turn on something over there.
What? You gonna let me handle this here?
Yes, sir. Handle it. Thank you. That's why I love you so.
Yeah, that's what they told Jesus and betrayed him with a kiss.
You better be glad I didn't know you about 40 years.
Hello, Miss Candice. How you doing? It's a good time listen, it's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, and it's a damn good time to be talking about these politicians because I chastise. I'll even show you 2 of them today.
Oh, and don't forget about the preachers.
I don't never forget about preachers. Why would I forget about them? You got to understand something, Dr. Hale. Donald Baker is not afraid to say what I want, when I want, to who I want.
We know that.
I have something that you may not be familiar with.
Okay.
Now, me and Miss Candice finna talk.
Okay, well, I'm out then. That's you and Miss Candice show. I'm just gonna sit here and listen.
Oh, well, no. If you were right, you would have called me early. Hold on, Miss Candice, y'all just hold tight.
Well, see, I got my Nestle tea here, so I'm just gonna drink my tea and let you and Miss Candice handle it.
I got stuff everywhere, but I tell all my people is keep the Constitution in your back pocket and hold the dominant culture feet to the fire according to the Constitution. Your freedom of speech. Okay, and Miss Candice, a politician tried to correct me because I told them what they say in private all the time has now become on the main lane and in mainstream, and it's okay now. Because they used to say nigger in the board meetings and on the golf course. I know y'all were gonna make your eyebrows arch up then.
Come on with it. I'm ready.
We ready.
And I would he's a friend of mine. And the only thing I said is, let me explain something to you, sir. I understand how we are. I from every race, from black, white, Jew, Gentile, Protestant, and Catholic. When you're in your settings, you talk the way you want with your buddies. Okay? Mm-hmm. If you're with your buddies and you're trying to have a little class, and it's just instead of coming straight out and saying nigga, you'll say them coons. Oh, Lanita looking like this. I didn't know you were going there. Don't leave me alone. The hell alone. Because I got a whole lot to do. And I just had to tell a client tonight, unfortunately, is one of those nights where I am going to be working until almost 1 o'clock because the system was down. So I never disrespect the time, Lanita, but I tell you all the time, I'm going to chastise you and get back to the politician. Okay? I'm not no Johnny come lately on nothing. My mind works. I phone and devices. If you tell me a time on a day or so, my mind programs and work. Now I sent you a text message. Miss Candice, are you there?
I am here, yes, sir.
When we got to work together. I want you to do me a favor. I see everything. Every time I do this, I want you to raise up that shade tree sign I saw you had. Okay? Because I'm finna throw shade. There you go. So now move it away. That's shade 1. Yeah. So I text you and you text me back 72 hours later.
Okay.
No, it ain't okay. Hold up. Don't be bucking your eyes like that. And so what I'm saying is because I value everybody's time and I respect, I am hard on time. I fight people when time ain't right. I cut them off. I don't want to deal with you, and I would never deliberately be late on your show.
I know.
And I get caught. And last night, Miss Candice, and see, understand, I know that I'm different than the average man. I know nobody has to tell me nothing about me and about nothing. And women will tell you, I tell them too. You don't have to tell me I'm handsome. I wake up and look at the mirror every day. I don't need to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Okay, you don't have to tell me that. You don't have to tell me, thank you. You don't have to say, that's a shiny bald head. It look good. But I feel it all the time. Okay, I don't need to hear all that. say what I want to say. So what I'm trying to say, I know I'm gifted, and it's God to do it. Last night, Miss Candice, back to back, from 7 to 8, I did. Did you see Israel broadcast his show for last night?
I didn't see it. No.
Okay. Young fella.
Oh, okay.
He did good. And we shot it from here, over here. Okay. And I told him, look here, man, it's your baby, it's your show. I'm just a passenger. You get it started. I'm over here in another part of this undisclosed location, finishing up another show to jump on here because he don't have technology. Then when we finish his late, okay, I was getting ready to do Lanita's cousin's show, that Let's Talk Business with Dr. Johnson. Okay, well, there was something, and he explained. So I guess what I'm trying to say is 3 to 4, I can handle it. But hell, don't surprise me 30 minutes before the show. I could be trying to get in something, Cabbage Patch or something. Yeah. Now y'all can buck your eyes all you want. I'm just telling the truth. And let's go back to my constitutional right and say what I want to say. If you are not at liberty to speak your mind like y'all used to say and say what you want to say, you're gonna walk around all your life like a clogged up toilet. Okay?
I concur.
And it begins, and listen, if the toilet is clogged up and it's not able to move through the septic system, it's funky all in the house. So everywhere you go in the house, it's gonna be funky. But every now and then, okay, if you don't express how you feel on the inside and let the true, real you come out, Miss Candice, what happens is this. You holding in all this stuff. I don't care. Listen, ain't nobody pack a Bible more than me. Books, library. I don't have, it has nothing to do with how religious you are, because religious folks are dangerous people. That's another thing. Okay. If a person walk around and cannot express themselves for real, Dr. Hale, as a person, if you can't let that out, okay, I don't drink soda, and they won't do it with this water, but you shake up that pressure, okay, all right, and you just really, eventually, somebody said to you, instead of you getting it off your chest, you bottled it up. And now it goes from you feel it in your head, and you feel it in your throat, now it's in your stomach. And your intestines all twisted up, you can't even go poop. Stress, that's what stress. I'm serious. Say what's on your mind. And so I told him, we good friends. He's a vanilla fellow. I said, it's all right. What they have been saying in public and private at the golf course and in their good old boy club. We've seen it not for the first time, but we just see it again.
Right.
We used to say, well, man, y'all just don't understand. They call me this here, and they said this, and they felt privileged. And when we able to put our hand on it, then they kind of adjust their parameters of how they address people of color. I say, I know y'all game. I watched you for many years. So when you become in the in crowd with everybody, y'all use the code words. The code words for us used to be thugs, which is equivalent to that. Now that has changed, because now it's sexy to be a thug. I'm finding out. So those people that tore up the Capitol, them good patriots, they classified them as thugs. So I'm confused. Were they trying to say they some white niggas? Did I scare y'all?
No, we listening.
Because see,
when they say thugs, or what they trying to say? No, instead of niggas.
But this is what I'm here for. I'm here for the tea because see, you was letting some tea out last week, but I'm here for all the tea.
Listen, I got the tea. Let me tell you something.
Now look here, I brought my jug of water for this one.
Let me tell you something. We ain't seen what we gonna really see. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's sad that the people had this conversation. We support that look like us. The people that we support. Oh, I'm going correct. That look like us. And the people we sent down to Congress, to the White House, state representatives, districts out here, out there in that area. And
So
the
you
people
in
that we,
Israel, right? You still in Israel?
I'm on the Isle. I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay.
And we got people in the Congress that look like us, but sometimes they have a halo over their head like this.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all know who that is? Oh, you want me to tell you?
Say it.
Say it.
Sheila Jackson Lee. Okay, so you get these people who go down there that they look like us, but they're not for us. And most of you Negroes scared to say it because she helping your community. No, her district is falling apart, and so are the other ones. You probably question. Nita Hale is thinking, I know what you're thinking. I should let Baker alone. No, I tell the truth. She's not the only one. The lady means well in her heart, but when she gets around them others, her heart goes away. And the pen right. See, let me tell you something. The Chinese people got it right. America is always and will always be for sale. We'll dance in the streets with you and march. But when we get down behind those doors down there, we pass some laws that hurt us, not help us. And isn't it strange that we find ourselves recycling that vote for that person year after year after year? Not just her, a whole bunch of them.
So
I have families, politics. I'm not just smashing her.
No. Let me ask you this. So you don't think that she's doing anything for her community at all?
Okay. When the last time you've been through her district? What you drinking, Lady Hale? What that now? Yeah. Yeah, I do that too, poor than something. Listen, let me explain something to you. Listen.
Because I know everyone is entitled to their opinion, so that's why I want to hear your opinion.
I'll tell you. I believe she's an overall good woman. Mm-hmm. Without a doubt. I believe she's a God-fearing woman. Without a doubt. I've sat on the same pews with her in services. Can I take it further? Not only have I sat on the same pews with her in services, I've watched her insult pews in the church by standing on top of them doing Harvey and telling the cameraman, put the camera on me. Why? The people had a man that was paralyzed and they broke into church to put him in because under the law you can do that.
I remember that.
Instead of worrying about the people, she stood herself up on that pew and told the cameraman, now make sure you get me. While you're taking a photo op, you got people and you got all the Humvees, military vehicles to transport people. Here was water up to the roof. Mm-hmm. And not one time, and it's before COVID, okay, did she step out and greet those people and say, Can we pray together? Help is on the way.
Well, see,
The only thing was important to her and all the rest of these politicians and pimps and preachers. Remember,
I've never seen that with her. Because I've done a lot of things with her. I've never seen that with her. I'm just gonna tell you, this is my opinion. I've never seen that with her because, again, I was with her when this COVID-19 took place, and she was going around opening up all of these COVID testing sites. I was with her when she done that. When she came in to endorse with us, everything that she said, she had her in on the bargain with it. So what you talking about? I've never seen that because
listen to me. Listen.
I've never seen that.
Okay, well, let me help you with something because you're saying two different things. Just because you never seen it doesn't mean it didn't happen.
No,
hold on.
Can only speak.
I said that I do not doubt one bit she's a good lady. I do not doubt one bit she's a God-fearing lady. I do not doubt one bit that at some point her heart is right. But at the end of the day, when she get back down to Congress, down where she needs to be, decisions that are being made is not conducive to her constituents, to the people who, hold on. Now, not just her, I got a laundry list, and I don't know how we got on her, but if you don't tell me, and I'm gonna do this, don't tell me because you hadn't seen it in her. So what I'm going to do for you, I'm going to get you the photos of her standing on these people's pews. And right when the camera went blink, she went blink. Okay, now, wait. She's not the only one. But I traveled through that area to go to church every Sunday and would stop on my way to church. Here is homes that was flooded. Rooftop, and I'm serious on this, and I guess I'll go ratchet in a minute. I'm getting messy, but listen to this carefully. Okay, the church that I go to after retiring, no, they didn't run me off. I pastored 20 years. I run myself off, and if you want me to tell you why and how I did it, remind me in a few seconds, and I'll tell you what I did. And I got the receipts to back it up. But where I go to church, you read between the lines. Used to go to church prior to COVID. It was across the street from Barbara Jordan. So prior to me getting to church on Sunday morning, I would stop by the church where she did that because that's my buddy. Leader Hale know what I'm talking about. He's vanilla fellow in the Black community. Been there forever. Okay, well done. But one day, the church where I go, preacher called me and says, hey, come out here over off of Homestead, Baker. We're going to be helping gut out homes over here. Some of the elder people at our church. And I got my team, and this is what he told me. I said to him, he said, we're going to be gutting and helping some elders. Because the water was horrendous. Now watch this. See, people don't see, you ain't seen this, Candice. Nah. I said to him, I'm coming. But I'm going to tell you, these hands don't know how to handle a hammer or nail.
Okay.
I stay in my lane. I said, but I'm coming and I'm bringing money. I'm bringing food, and I'm loading my car with water. My good friends, when I'm in town, in the far end of the town area where I reside sometimes, Chick-fil-A, that owns several of them.
Mm-hmm.
I called them up and I said, it's Harvey, when it happened, I need to bring a whole bunch of food for not the community people. The workers.
Mm-hmm.
And when I got, this is no joke. When I got there, because I had to get back to work, I bought breakfast and water. And when I got down back on Homestead and got on 610 to 59, then I began to pass the Galleria up. Okay? thinking about what I just left. I ain't no mushy, emotional type guy, but we all get there. And I'm driving. Those people from our church was out there, women, a whole bunch of women, with their hair tied up and hammers in their hand, gutting the walls out for seniors. And I began to take a tour, try to leave through one or two of the homes. And it was just, it was horrendous. To see, as high as you can see this bookshelf, it was water on these people's walls.
Right.
And it was so horrible. The poor lady didn't even have, it was two sisters living next door, didn't even have basic need things, necessities, sanitary napkins. And it just was disturbing. Hold on. All those people working out there. Not one television camera. Not one politician. So me just doing what I'm doing, say, hey, Reverend, I'm coming, and here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going, and when I start passing up the gallery, made a few phone calls, and never will forget this. Sometimes we become so comfortable in our isolated communities, where God has blessed some of us to live in, because we're better than the rest now, in gated communities, in communities that have sexy names. Mo City, Sienna Plantation, Olympia, Greatwood, Sugarland. No joke. I'm guilty on this point, but I'm thankful, because unlike most people that anybody on this group with us, you and Candice, would meet, I'll take you to the circus and clown with you, and we'll be the circus. But most people who know me on the inside, when they come here, know you can't beat me. They begging me. I debate any preacher, word for word, and without picking up some of the Bible, because it's forever written in my mind. Someone said, how did that flow like that? It ain't Bacon's God. So, long story short, leaving Harvard, come home, walk through my front door, and when I put the lock in, walk in, the first thing hit me. It hit me, Candice, like a ton of bricks. When I walked in, the first thing hit me was this breath of fresh air and coolness breeze in the sun from my AC. And I had to stop and realize I just left some ladies in their 80s, for real, and families who don't have no electricity, no running water, everything they own is outside. That used to be inside, okay, is now outside, and that was outside is inside. Did you understand? The furniture became outside, and the climate and the elements of the water and the debris and the mold was inside. And then I walked in here and it's crispy. And at the same time I'm trying to adjust, I get a phone call from a friend of mine who owns several buildings, very wealthy. And I'm in his building, a friend of mine. Hey, Donald just called and see. And I said, they want to talk. I said, well, let me tell you, buddy, I ain't gonna call their name. I'm in their buildings. When I pastored, I was given liberty at that church and opened many churches, 100,000 square feet of a strip center. And I said, man, I can't talk. I got to call you back. I said, I got to call you back. Because I was weeping at what I saw. Sad for them. And weeping because I'm thankful, because it's not me. No. God, thank you. Okay? So it motivated me the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And to go forget my need, go into my pocket, give to people. You don't have to get, you old lying damn preachers who say they got to do everything by discernment. Now, when it's time to help people, you can need a discerning spirit. You don't need to discern nothing. So I went out and gave. I knew the need to say, look, just do this here. I don't know. Don't tell me nothing.
I noticed what you just said about that preacher business. I noticed what you just said.
Well, no, we'll get to the preacher business, but I'm not gonna let you. Hold on, Candice, because I go and get a drink. I understand this about Black people. When they believe in their Black politicians, whether they right or wrong, Black people just support they Black politicians. Same way we did with the Black preachers. Baby, he's a man just like us. And he had 7 wives and 10 men in that church, and y'all shut your eyes.
Okay, so
now it happens in the other communities as well. But since we happen to be people of color, I'm just gonna air our laundry. And the same funk that we talk about in the other church, vanilla church, and the funk in the other vanilla politicians, well, hell, we got it in our side. Now, what you scared? I asked the question to someone today, and I'm gonna tell you, today,
I asked
what did y'all former president, because y'all didn't want a leader as bad as you wanted a Black president. What laws did he, and I'll tell y'all who I shot this question to, my friend who owned all the radio stations, gospel. I said, what laws did he pass that drastically changed the life of Black people? And you can't give me one. No, don't go there. So stop voting color line and vote your convictions and your conscience, because at the end of the day, whether it's a Democrat or Republican, they are politicians. They like the preachers. Remember, I have a problem. Politicians, punks, and preachers get paid. They all in the P group. It ain't no different. On some Sundays, that same preacher puts on a robe. Preacher. And then he becomes a politician. And somewhere in the hidden corners of the world, he becomes a punk. And no, y'all don't want to say that. And you're still sitting there dying and please rap. Where your discernment? So whether it's Black or white, whether it's Democratic or Republican, stop being. The Bible says this, woe unto him. That's in your Bible, Candice. They call evil good and good evil. Woe unto them that wink at unrighteousness.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Okay, nothing. If you understand, no, because you were defending, you was trying to defend, and I ain't calling her name, that lady. That lady's good. Listen, Candice, at the end of the day, baby, the real you comes out and who a person is. It shows up. And I find it very difficult for me, Donald Baker, to pretend to be something I'm not. So with me, you want to get what you call consistency with me. I'm going to be, you don't have enough money to even do it. Okay, but my point is, if that's the case, then our politicians have to be the same way, and our preachers have to be the same way, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I don't care. Somebody tell me, man, you always chew gum. Go to hell. I chew gum because it keep me from being hungry, girl. I'll take it out.
But wait a minute.
No. But understand it. I'm going to back out and let y'all handle it. But understand this here. As a people of color, black people, that's just us. Stop catering to people in our community because they look like us. And really search this.
I'm gonna tell you like this: every skin folk is not kinfolk, and I've always followed that infrastructure because again, you can have a transformer coming in your vicinity. So I'm definitely on that. Now, as far as when it
You
comes
can have
to
a snake, you can have a chameleon. That's what they are.
yeah, of course. Now, I am going to say when it comes to the gay community, I'm a little
No, Candice, I'm not talking about no community. I get on the.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because I'm sensitive about the gay community because my adopted son, he's gay. And what ended up happening was his dad beat him senseless because of his sexuality.
Did you have him?
I don't got a heaven. I'm like this. I don't got a heaven or hell to put. I said I don't got a heaven or hell to put you.
Lanita, hell, hold on, Candice. Lanita,
Yeah.
good moderator. Wake the hell up. I need to hear her. There's an echo. Somebody in your house on the speakerphone? Are you on speakerphone?
I think it's her volume that's up.
Oh, okay. Because Candice, yeah, I can hear you clear now, but something.
Okay, what I was saying is that
Stay in that mic.
Very sensitive about the gay community because I have an adoptive son.
I got that.
I was a foster parent, and I ended up getting him, and I adopted him, and he was one of those very flamboyant, right? He was, and his dad just despised him. He hated him. He beat him. He did all of this stuff to this young man.
Can I tell you a secret?
Let me finish. And
Did you sit in the jail?
Say it again. No, the dad ended up getting an abuse and neglect charge put on him for that. And so then I end up adopting him as a teenager. And so what my thing was this right here. Regardless of what your sexual orientation is, the thing is you have to respect yourself. And so my thing is, I'm not going to sit up here. I don't have a heaven or a hell to put you in, but at the end of the day, you're a human being. And I'm
that's true, because I do have a heaven or hell to put people in. Yeah. And a lot of people that's going to, when I get to heaven, some people going to get in because I'm a trust God to do since they age. He was all right. Let that nigga come on here. He messed up a little bit. Okay, let him come on. He all right.
I cannot with
him. He meant well. He tried every day, Lord. He took the communion. Listen, let me explain something to you.
Right quick. Let me say this. Now, one thing I do have an issue with. Now, I am going to say this. What I do have an issue with is that don't sit up here and portray to be a straight man or straight woman. Okay? Now, if you like men or women, stand on that, on what you got going on. Don't be running around here doing this flip-flopping business. I got a problem with that. Because, again, they got a lot of undercover brothers. They got a lot of undercover sisters. My thing is, if you're going to be gay, you stand on it and stand on what you believe, and that's my take on it. Don't run around here, you act like you want me, but you really want my brother. See, now I got a problem with that.
Now, maybe you telling us more than we need to know, because let me handle about the gay community, okay? And homosexuality, lesbian, and the rest of the crew. I don't know how we go from hanging Jesus on the
pastors.
Hold on. I'm going to fix that. I'm finna fix it so it'll make you happy. From Jesus being hung on the cross to lying politicians, and I always use my P's. Preachers, punks, politicians. Let me finish. I'm gonna fix it for you. Preachers, punks, politicians.
Not the P word.
Let me finish. Preachers, punks, politicians all get paid. Now, let me readjust it. Okay? To help you. In every family, just get something straight.
True.
Every family. I have friends who respect me to the king. And they're gay, but they my friends. me my gay friend. And I don't treat them no different in public than I do in private. Because guess what? That ain't me. That they are human.
Well, that's why I wanted to know where that was going.
Let me tell you. Well, I'm going to take it deep. If you listen,
what that was real quick.
You got to understand Donald Baker, because you're not letting me hear it, because it's going to get out anyway. And most people know me. You just happen to meet this handsome man. How you meet me anyway?
I would tell you like this. I don't care if I meet you.
Answer the question. How did
if you're saying something?
How did you meet? Let me. We can't hear you. Shade up. So let me just make it very clear, people. I vote my conscience. My convictions lie within my religion. I am against. Let me put it, because when you're against, the definition is different. In my family, I am sensitive to the sides because I have them in my family. They're still my family, and they're gonna be my family. My love don't change because somebody's sexual orientation. Because some folks may not like my sexual orientation. You want to know what that is?
That vernacular. No. Using that word punk. That right there is not the correct vernacular. All right. You say
gay, homosexual. Do you want to know? People don't like my sexual orientation. See, and now I'm about to split the wigs here. Do you want to know?
I really don't.
What's funny?
I really don't. But I'm just saying, when you speak of that,
no. Because you can't tell me how to speak. Because let me tell you something. In my family, in your family, Lanita family, you got gay, bisexual, trisexual, transgender. Whether they in the closet, hold on. In the closet, out of the closet. We didn't know what to call it back in the day. You let the little nephew go over to little uncle's house and they would play with the little boys, and we didn't know how to define it. And because it was a stigma on the Black community for you to be a punk or be gay or homo or whatever. And in nowadays, they didn't call lesbian became a sex attractor. They called it bulldigger and everything butch and all that. Hold on. But the doctrine, hold on, Candice. I put them all in the same. The adulteress, the fornicator, the alcoholic, the lying punk preaching, gay preacher, straight preacher, all of them. I don't care. Wrong is wrong if it's in my mama. And listen, you don't know me, but Lanita understand. Stuff like that is dear. I have family members. Now, let's talk about my sexual orientation. I'm going to expose myself. Oh, can I get a witness? Well, now, do you want to know?
Well, since you
you don't know me, so let me make it plain. First of all, there's tons of people that know me in business, in the religious world, and everywhere. Okay? And again, friends at my church when I pastor, some of the most kind and nice people, several of them that ran my church and kept it clean. Some of them that served at my church, Candice, good Candice, were men that were homo. But the respect level, and you don't want to begin to hear the testimony of what happened to them, many of them. So me, I was one of. Now, I want you to hear this. You see how these preachers show up on church nowadays, even before Sister Cora got here? They will show up with them robes on and these suits and all that gold. And it's okay. Listen, there's suits. Most people who hear me out there, some of the best gospel singers and lawyers and doctors went to my church. Very professional. Listen, our church this is what they called it. We were small, but yet powerful. Not only that, we were small, but we saw manifestation. We were small, but we nothing like the other. The people would leave and come to our church on Sunday morning because they said they would get the word. Well, where you going with this? Donald Baker, when I would show up at my own church on Sunday morning, you know how these the black folk, we like them big chairs up there with gold dripping, and the other two small chairs. And then the saints sit out there in the little pew chairs, right? I made it a rule. I said, wait a minute. In my mind, before pastor, they want, when we were buying those pew chairs, they said, well, don't you want? I said, well, let me explain something to you. If those saints fit, I didn't say it this way back then. My liberation, all of it had came out. That's what I'm getting to. But if those chairs were suitable for the parishioners to sit in, so they're suitable for me. And then not only that, to take the attention off myself on Sunday morning, because the average preacher gets up on Sunday morning, especially if you got a guest, he or she first got to get through all the glip and the glamour of how your suit is and clothes and all that. So when I would come to church on Sunday morning, I banded in the early 90s. I was one, and yes, most of them will tell you I was criticized for it, but they knew they couldn't touch me. I come in church on Sunday morning, and I'm going to tell you that with a t-shirt on and a shirt open and ready to preach the gospel. Because if the saints can walk in there and dress any kind of way, and I let them, because it ain't for me to judge. So I don't need to dress up. So when you would come to my church, the people do, the song and stuff, and they'll get ready to say something like, well, we're getting ready to bring up the preacher. Now I'm going to help you on that. Two things were confusing to visitors. One was they never were able to identify who was the preacher. Okay? Why? Because we all dress casual. And when they were introduced and I come up, it become dumbfounding. Yet I took the platform down. Well, why I need to sit up there? The Bible says, watch out for the Pharisees and the scribes. They love the best seat in the house. I had to hurry up and abandon the platform. So I sat with the saints. Not only that, to remove them from having an excuse not to come to church because they ain't got nothing to wear. We were dressed down every Sunday, jeans. So I would go and preach. Some of my other friends, my good friends, not no real one, would still let me come in just like this here on Sunday morning and preach with shirt and shoes. Okay, shade, there it is. What I'm saying to you, Candice, because you don't know me, I was one of the first with other friends, liberated, okay? Meaning, when I go to church on Sunday, if I got on a $500 suit and I got folks in my church that can barely get a sandwich, that don't look well. Hold on. So therefore, I got rid of, I ain't wearing no suit. I became stubborn to the deacons there. Put me out because y'all don't pay me. Okay? Because I don't preach for no check and they know it. Now listen, Candice, liberated. So if I am liberated in how I dress and look when I stand up to present God's word, the people need to be liberated and give the same freedom that when they come through the doors, people not going to look at them and say, you're dressed too short. Your titties are hanging out. You think it's a game. And then in the church, they would do, they would do this, you black people, and some of you whites too, in the Pentecostal, the United Pentecostal, and all them other Pentecostal church. Well, liberation is good, okay? So when they come to church and they need to sit up in the pulpit, they come and they put the scarf over their leg. Confusing to me. Well, you knew how short it was when you left. If it was long enough and you felt convicted, you shouldn't have put it on. So I'm serious about this. And some of the people see this and know it. I'm up preaching. And if one of the sisters visitor come and did this and put a scarf on a fine woman. I'm gonna sing it to. I went and snatched it off. Now they know. Daryl, hold on. Let me prove something to you. If Daryl Fitz is on here, chime in and either co-sign or adequately decline. I didn't play that. What I'm trying to show you, I don't know why y'all bothered me. It's 8:15. When I was preaching the gospel, now I'm gonna go to the Bible. When I walk in there, because I'm a man, I know not to see ass when I ought to see the word.
Okay.
And so most preachers, oh no, don't stop me now. I'm gonna leave now.
Though. That's what I'm waiting on.
Listen, Candice.
This TI. How we get over it?
Because I'm trying to liberate you from a man who I don't judge. I don't care what their sexual orientation and who they are. When they come into the church, they all are God's children. All of us got some twisted up ideas. So I have a twisted idea about me. For example, Sister Candice, I've been single, and I tell my buddies now almost 14 years. Okay, and whatever. Listen, now I don't know what was good. Listen, I was married and didn't seek to get divorced. Okay.
Okay.
And now I done found out I've been single too long because I don't know marriage was good. Do I want to be married or single? All right. And I'm trying to been for that 14. So you be careful what lane you get in because you become comfortable. I was comfortable being married because the Bible says if you're married, seek not to get divorced.
Right.
So now, because it was handed to me, and now I don't know, I'm enjoying this singing. And get the shade. Here it come. Here it come. Here it come. I think she was watching my friend. She know who it is. She was talking to me like I'm talking to y'all now. Put her online. I said, girl, I'm a guest on the show with 4,000 something. She probably tell me. But look, 14 years married. I mean, and been single. And most of my preacher friends that are married, here come the shade, and they good friends of mine, tell me this. Told me Sunday. Baker, let me tell you, because I was telling my man got to get me one. He said to me, they said, listen, if mine leave me, I ain't getting married again. If something she passed away, man, this is what they say. You got a good thing going there. Well, okay. Some most of the preachers hate me because they don't understand the story. It looked like I got a lot of access to strawberries and grapes, and those are my friends.
You know what?
They're not happy with what they got, and they every now and then see what I'm understanding is, and I can prove this. I wish I can call my friend Miles to come in because I told her this the other day. I say a man that is turned on by every woman he sees got a problem. Everything don't get me excited. But there is a few that get the blood going in my veins.
But wait a minute.
Now, no, Candice, you're not going to mess me because we got to help people on here.
But wait
From the hips to the lips to their fingers.
A lady friend.
Candice, you know what? Me and you going to have some problems. You didn't hear me say nothing like that. You didn't let me finish. The Bible said, be swift to hear. And
I just asked the question.
I'm not on the witness stand. I'm not. You're on the witness stand because you have
somebody Candice. He always looking.
I'm going to tell you I was trying to get to that.
But you look here. With
your cute self.
Look here. You go all around the corner, all up down the hill, just to stress the point. I need the point. You looking for somebody.
Well, let me ask you something. Did you ever handle Jesus like that? Jesus went all up mountain and all the way down to the valley just
I'm
to
just gonna be
die for a wretch like
I
me.
would have just told Jesus, baby, get to the point.
I would.
Get to the
Okay.
point, Jesus.
No, you ain't gonna risk me. Get to the point. Okay. That's like trying to tell me when I'm trying to handle some business. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Handle your business.
Look at you.
You want to know stuff, but you won't listen to hear.
But you supposed to be giving me the tea on the crooked preachers. That's what I'm here for. I was supposed to be on the tea with the crooked the preachers. That's what you supposed to be telling me. You supposed to be calling names. You said you calling names. You said you was about to let it out, and that's what I'm here on, honey. I bought the shade fan for that information.
Let me know when I can come on in.
You can come in now.
Okay, there it is. Let's handle something here. Back to where I was going. In everybody's family and all of us, we have some people that is just not conducive. If the truth be told, most of us won't testify to the facts. I'm taking you to church. Paul said, I could have handled this much better if the people that hurt me was not the people that broke bread with me. Paul said I could have handled it better if it was the people that I took sweet counsel with, personal way. The people hurt comes from inner circle. Most of your pain, your agony, your hurt, your disappointment, it's not from outside of the house, it's inside of our family's house. So therefore, when we are betrayed by family members, it rips us apart, it's devastating. But if a thug, a thief on the street betrayed you, you anticipated that. But your attack, you wasn't anticipating coming from inside your house. Mm-hmm. Basically, the love most of us get are the folks in the street that don't even know us. My point to you, I love most, Lanita will tell you, I am a person that loves, on no joke, mankind. Whether you black, you're white, you're Jew, I love people. Hold on. Let's get that. I don't care if you're gay, bisexual, trisexual, homosexual, unsexual. At the end of the day, you don't come with me. I don't have, when they give me stuff to sign, that little thing to stamp saying reject or approve. When your person is comfortable with who they are, you don't give a damn about what nobody else thinks about you. Wake up in the mirror in the morning, look in the mirror and tell yourself, I'm the best thing I ever looked at in this mirror. And when you're confident in who you are, there is no closet for you to come out of.
Correct.
If you're a fornicator, adulteress, it is what it is. I love people because all of us make mistakes, and some of us still don't understand nothing about where we are in this life. Now, for my sake, my sexual orientation, what I like, okay? And I'm trying to figure this thing out. That's why I probably can't get married. We got 7 days in the week. Look at Lanita, she's losing it. Her blood pressure is going up. Lanita's sugar, neck is all stretching up because I'm finna blow it out the waters. And you invite me on here because I could have been working. I'm hip. You got 7 days in the week. And you find men now, Candice, they get a woman today and she expired like a carton of milk in 30 days. They go get some half and half, then they go get some skim milk, some vitamin D. All right, okay? Today, for most men, It's not if or when, it's a matter of time before that expiration date come up on them. Vice versa. And then, okay? Because they got an appetite they have yet to learn to under control. So me, I shared with a friend of mine. I said, see, I told her, see, you are what we call low-hanging fruit. All right. I say what you're called is you're that piece of cake that you know you ain't supposed to have. And if you don't have, wake up, Lanita Hale, I'll go to hell. Okay. If you don't have willpower, when I go to the grocery store, because I can't cook and don't know how, I know willpower. I know ain't no reason for me. And when I go down the cookie aisle, I know how to keep it. I love to smell the bakery.
So what is the orientation here?
Well, you're just so anxious to know. I'm finna help you.
Come on.
I'm not trying to let you understand about these men. That's why most of you women, I'm gonna tell you something.
We talking about you.
Where you get this woman for? I'm finna tell you, I'm trying to give you some help so you can understand men. And a lot of these men have not learned yet how to love a woman because they don't love themselves. Because you can't love nobody until you really love who you are.
True.
And now, when it comes, love and sex is two different things, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So therefore, when a man meet a woman, I just told you, if he is like a carton of milk expired, and it's just the next fine woman come along. Every time some hips, lips, and fingertips are swaying by, you watch out there now. Whoa, oh, whoa, watch out there. Everything got it moving.
So again,
now, because Donald Baker. I'm trying to take this thing back to help your mind because you just want to know. I am comfortable with being Donald Baker. Oh, goodness. God, and y'all done heard me say this, makes no mistakes. When I get on the other side, I'm going to say to the Lord, Lord, why you didn't just duplicate me over and over again and let me be the model by which. Now I understand, because right now, David in the Bible and many of them other ones in there, I'm figuring it out to not get rid of and keep changing men every 30 days and every 6 days. They're getting married quick, and they're getting married not to be in love. They're getting married, most of the church people, is so they can validate having some sex. Well, I ain't finna sign no more documents, the marriage document, just so I can hit it. Because I'm not buying a car nor a pair of shoes without putting it to the test.
So your orientation again.
Tesla don't put the cars on the market. Mercedes don't put the cars on the market. Do you ever watch that show, How Things Are Made? Everything got to be tested.
Okay, so your orientation again is?
For me, because I'm so, I'm a habit. I know I'm a habit. I am intoxicating to most people. So therefore, for me, to balance me out, and I'm searching this stuff out. Help me, preachers. I need, because I get mad. I'm hungry and I'm mad right now. Ain't nobody get up. So I need 7 women, 1 for Monday. So here's why. When Monday woman upsets me, I ain't got to worry about getting rid of her, because tomorrow is Tuesday.
Oh, Lord, Donald, player.
You call it what you want. They call them concubines in the Bible.
Donald, player.
No, I'm not a player, because let me tell you something. You don't know me, but most of my friends, some of the most beautiful women, would tell you, he don't play that. Women don't run in and out of here. This is a sacred place. This is a sanctuary. Where I'm at.
They don't run in and out of there. You still can be a player. They don't got to run in and out of there. You just basically what
let me tell you.
Set days.
Say it again.
You have set days is what you have. So you don't
have set days. We have set days. We have 7 days. Like today is a set day until 12 o'clock. Today is Friday. It's a set day. What you mean a set day?
No, what I'm saying, what I mean by set day is that just like you said, you have a woman every day of the week. So when you get tired of the woman,
no, you done went crazy. I didn't say. I say what I want, what I need, what would balance me, so I don't be like some of y'all that been married 1,000 times and everything move you, and most of you married now, and you're just trying to look for a gate to get out. You don't know how. But
so
look, hold on. I need something where I don't. It's not like the milk expired. Okay.
So you want her to have a different color wig then?
I don't like. Well, let me don't ask that question because I'm going to I have one woman. I ain't gonna call her name, and I'm telling you, she can preach that word and that all that wonderful stuff. And she told me now. Well, had no tell me, said, "Big up, I'll marry you, but with conditions." She said she'll marry me with conditions. I said, "What conditions?" While you in the marketplace working, when you come home, I'm just gonna be on my knees praying. I said, "No, you can't do that. Now you can stay on your knees, but if you want to, I mean, I'm cool, but we got to shake some shit. I don't need to know pray. I know how to pray.
Look here.
You don't pray. You don't pray for me. We pray. We can pray with each other, and we can play. That's not what I want. Now understand that. Now, Candice, you messy. I'm trying to tell you, I ain't no player.
Mr. Donald.
What?
Mr. Donald, look here. You
do you know how to cook?
Oh yes, I do.
See, maybe Lanita. I want to talk to Lanita.
Yes, sir.
Like, you told me this show was good eats.
But you always tell me don't do the eat.
Don't put me on because I don't like all that food and dripping and.
But why is
people
he
go to
because him being a player. I'm on
he'll be back.
I'm on that. Quit going around the corner with this. I'm on him. Okay.
Any single women for Donald Baker? We taking requests over here. Any single women?
I probably got a couple ladies for them. Shoot,
they can handle that one. I don't know, but
because Mr. Look here, baby. They better have a different color hair every other day or something.
They better be able to have some wigs to change every day. Because
he sound like the dude you talk about milk being expired and stuff.
You heard me say, I like, okay, y'all, he ratchet at his best.
I am dead. Lord have mercy.
So whatever single women you have, sit them over there, but they better be ready when they get over there. They better be ready when they get over there. It ain't gonna be no joke when they get there. He gonna take them all the way around and everything else.
I know. All right, Mr. Donald, just give me the answer. Quit going around.
I just went ahead and put the answer out there for y'all, like, because y'all ain't gonna get no answer.
Listen, the woman talking, I can't. You blew my battery out, Candice. I'm trying to tell you. Listen, now, all right, now. Back to Lady Hale with good eats.
Yes, for you, Donald.
That's what I tell you. Well, I tell you, that's why I need one woman Monday, Tuesday, because it's like a bunch of crackling hens.
Mr. Donald said I missed it.
Okay. Good eats with Lady Hale. Okay, one at a time. Say it again.
It was stated that your days are full. And I was like,
I'm full, all right. My days are full. What does that mean?
Somebody said that in the comments. Read it.
Is it a comment?
I can't see. Tell me what they say. Help me.
Okay. They say that your days are full, which means you have a different woman every day, aka player, popcorn player. That's what it is. And I'm gonna tell you something. You run around here talking about you single, you comfortable with what you got going on, because guess what? You comfortable with moving the way you move. That's what that is.
Do you realize you're talking to a king?
I realize I'm talking to a player.
There's a difference, because I don't know a player, but a king. And everybody is, listen, everybody is not allowed to be in the presence of a king as well as a queen. And I will say this to any woman: the feelings are mutual when we're together. She adores being in the presence of a real man and a king as much as I adore being in the presence of a queen. But when you understand your status as a king or queen, you do not let the unintelligent, uneducated, the vulnerable, the mishaps come in and remove who you believe who you are. So I tell them, when you walk through these doors or you ride with, nobody rides with me, most people tell you, think it not strange and consider it extremely privileged, because everybody don't dine at my table and walk in my presence, because everything I said in the beginning don't move me. I'm not drawn. You got to be able to draw me, first of all.
Well, first of all,
you make a speculation. You met me 42 minutes ago. Hold on.
Mr. Donald, you a player, but you a player with standards. That's what that is. You a player, but you a player with standards, which means you're not gonna have no hoochie mama coming through there. She gotta have some substance. So basically what's going on, you dealing with quite a bit of them that got some substance. So that means you's a player.
Do you think they know?
I don't think so.
Let me, Lanita, can I handle her? Are you going to take it?
I'm just saying she have two ladies that might be available for you.
No, I got to handle one thing at a time. I got to ask you a question, Lanita.
What's up?
Can I, since Candice has been her show, she's on the stand still. And I need to bring her, let me swear her back in okay? Because we finna go somewhere. Now,
We're here for the tea on the preacher. So where's the tea with the preacher?
Don't worry about that. Can I swear her back in?
Because see, Mr. Dunn already know I just identified what.
Stay in the mic. Stay in the mic. I just swear her back in, Lanita. I'm finna help you.
Player with standards.
Well, let me ask you a question then. Since you back on the stand, since you won't go on the oath. Okay. I bet you want to get over here and see what I'm up to.
Not you, no. Because guess what?
I don't guess nothing.
I have my.
I tell you what. I guarantee you this.
I got somebody who
guarantee you this, and I ain't no player, but I guarantee you this. I bet you give me 3 days, and I'll make you intoxicated with just thinking of me. And we ain't got that. Ain't nothing sexual. It's just being in my presence. I can, and it'll be. You'll have to go to rehab for therapy.
Now look here, Mr. Donald. I'm gonna tell you, let me get you straight.
It's the present.
No.
And I hit you in the wrong spot.
Look here, and I'm gonna get you straight real quick. That would be no, and no. Okay. However, but what I am gonna say, I think I may have somebody for you.
Can I ask a question? Okay, now, Lanita, why you call me? Because you're looking upset. Well, you're not feigning tonight.
Because you didn't let me eat. I'm hungry. You don't like to have the eating part.
I've been told to stop chewing gum. I can do what I want. Now, Candice got a question.
Yes. She said she might have somebody for you.
Okay, listen, first of all, let's handle one thing at a time. First of all, Candice.
Yes, sir.
When I said what I said to you, that as Jesus was 3 days in the grave, as the weekend is 3 days. Okay?
Okay.
Hear me out.
And I said what I said to you.
We always relate things to sex. Most men.
I did not take that.
Wait. Most men.
Though.
Most men could care less sometimes about some of the things that y'all think we are concerned about. But when we connect with a woman, it must be. Have you ever walked up a set of stairs?
I do all the time.
Well, you start out low and you go higher and higher. Okay? And until you discover what step he's on or she's on, the first step may not be all about sex, second, third, or fourth. But there's a pinnacle, there's a point with a woman that every man loves and every woman loves in a man. With you, Candice, let me help you about that. Is this? I said to you, give me 3 days and you'll want to be my friend and hang around me because we're going to have fun and laugh. I said about checking you and all that. Oh, no. Again, I will make you become so intoxicated with being around me, you all, like most women, like to kick it with me because I'm just a fun person. But because your appetite is so out there, I'm scared you may try to go down the road.
Oh,
now, if you call me, I got you on the stand.
Oh, no, please, honey.
Listen, let me ask you a question.
I said.
Let me ask you a question.
Somebody for you.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
You called me a name, and notice I never called you one. You called me a name. I guess in most folks know me, the bishop, the preacher, the businessman, the one that don't play games, and that don't fool with a lot of people. I'm just learning people. Did you tell her where I was from, Lanita?
Why don't you tell me and don't go around?
Come on, tell her. Let the host talk.
Where you from?
That's why you ain't got no husband right now. Let the host talk.
Candice married.
I'm married.
Where's the man at? Let me get him. Bring him in.
Candice been married for a long time.
Married.
Listen, everything shining is not gold, and everything shaking his hips is not a woman. So everybody married ain't married. Everybody single ain't single. Everybody divorced ain't divorced. All right. Everything ain't black and white. Now, Candice, if you say you call me a name,
she have a good husband. She have a real good husband.
Real player, baby. And I'm gonna say this. First,
she say I'm a player. If you say I'm a player, why you want to give your friends to a player?
How you know it's a friend?
I don't give a damn who it is.
Because
you mad at your enemies. Now I got you on the stand.
You run around
most
here.
People want to give away what they wish they can have to somebody else in their line so they can say, I coulda, woulda, coulda. Girl, you dealing with a man. Listen,
I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you what it is, and I get it all the time.
Candice,
and it's all good.
Candice, you know what it is? Where's your husband?
First of all,
you got a husband. You got a husband with an appetite like this, Lanita. She should be in there making some biscuits and stuff. And scrambling eggs and making bacon.
You see what I said? I'm here for the tea, Donna Bacon.
Donna been all around the corner. He ain't gave us no damn tea.
But you don't know me. One thing about you, I wouldn't turn my enemies over to you. And everybody know I am the station that people tune into for information about religion.
Well, you know what, Mr. Donald, I don't know if you know this, but
that is not my name.
It is Donald.
Your name is Donald. I'm calling you Mr. Donald.
But those who love me, you want to know what they call me?
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Baker.
Oh, Lord.
Look, sometimes Daddy.
Oh, Lord.
Poppy.
See, right here. Look, let me make sure you understand. Okay. What I want to tell you also is that I have a podcast as well that's called The Power.
No, I ain't go back to this woman that you want to give it. Put her up on the screen. She can tell you what a good time. Oh, let me.
Go back to the woman.
See, I already.
Where's the candidate for baptism?
Donald, okay, I didn't already read Mr. Donald already. Mr. Donald, good people, but Mr. Donald really want him a good woman that got some substance, and he want a woman that don't want no money, that really don't want to be digging in his pockets. He wants somebody that's gonna bring something to the table. That's what he wants. Somebody that's gonna bring value and add value to him, instead of him being the one that's all the time putting out. You know, I know how that is, because I'm gonna give some transparency.
Well, I know what you sound. Now you're sounding sober. Now listen, don't get it twisted. You just made. Let me give you your props. You made a good evaluation. You know, in business they have a thing what you call evaluation.
I know.
And some people overestimate the evaluation. The evaluation don't meet what they want. Now, okay, you was almost there, and you just let it go. And what I want, they bring to the table. Well, when you get married, it's a document. It's an agreement, right? You ought to bring something to the table.
Need to.
Yeah.
Now, with me, I ain't looking for no woman rich, and I'm not looking for a woman poor.
Again.
I ain't looking for one crippled and blind and crazy. And I ain't looking for one that's all fixed just right, because there is none.
You want to sit over here with them?
At the end of the day, I'm looking for what you call the real deal.
I'm gonna tell you.
When I turn over at nighttime and I breathe, she don't smell bad breath, but she smell like milk coming off her breast. Sweetness.
You know what? I'm not finna play with Mr. Donald tonight, because I'm gonna tell you what my grandma used to say.
No, you ain't playing with me. Now,
my grandma used to say, romance without finance has no chance, and it is a nuisance. Okay?
I love Granny. Yes, Granny's right.
Stuff sound real good. But what I'm trying to tell you, you said what I want and to bring to the table, and me going and doing everything and all this other old woman talk. Well, listen.
Well, how did it get from?
No, she did it.
From tea to a relationship show.
Well, you just know, because you said something. Listen, they say it ain't tricking if you got it.
You know what?
So it depends. I may put a little money out. It just depends. Since you want to know, you don't know what I want. That's what I'm trying to tell her, Lanita. How you know? I may want a woman, poor, broke, crippled, and crazy and blind, because she gonna love me for me, and nobody else is looking at her. But if you get one fine as wine, and every time she walks, like them automatic doors, when you walk through the store, she open up for everybody, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you don't want one bright white, damn near white, and too dark. You don't know what I want. You met me 42 minutes ago, but I know one thing: you couldn't handle me on my worst day. As a man like me,
not Mr. Donald.
Listen, okay, I'll tell you something.
Give us some tea.
Okay, I'll give you some tea.
I'm hot and bothered over there. He's supposed to be giving us some tea.
Are you a prophet? How you know I'm hot and bothered?
Because you are deflecting. You're supposed to be giving us the tea. This is what we're waiting on.
Well, okay, what time is it? Can you give me a second to go get my documents? You want tea or no? You want tea or not?
What document?
Well, y'all then both went crazy.
Just go get the
document. Some tea on people. You want some tea. You been hollering tea. I want some tell. Yeah. Let me go get the receipt.
Go get the receipts. We got the tea here. Come on, Mr. Baker, because we've had Dr. Candice.
Wait, no, don't you? Now let me explain something to you, Lenita. Now you are married to one of the few men that I consider to be king and royalty, and I've been knowing him 30 plus years.
Right.
Okay. Now I understand. I've been knowing you a long time. This other queen on here, I met her 49 minutes ago.
You gonna get to
Anita, I got her on stand.
Oh, okay. Are you gonna be on her show?
Bring your man in the frame. Every time I come on the show, I always like to see Hale.
Yeah.
He is the prince.
Right here. He right here.
No, I ain't talking about your man. I know him. Now look, I'm talking about why I'm gonna get this tea.
Candice got a good husband. He ended on.
You know, my neighbor got a good dog, but he don't let him in the house.
Well, my husband is at his mom's right now, helping her with her life.
At his mom's house at 8:45, 50.
Yes, his mom needs assistance.
He just not that long left. Because we were gone all day today.
Yes, they were.
To take care of. And so my mother-in-law had to wait.
And you need to go on Miss Candice's show too, since you want to do relationships. You need to be on her
Let me say this before I go get this tea. Let me tell you something. Okay, y'all trying to get a conversation. You know, I'm never going to be rushed. When you make demands, you better know what you're worth, because Baker don't move. I don't tell me to hurry up. I ain't got no woman. Remember, ain't nobody through here. When I go to bed tonight,
I got to go to the cigar bar, so I'm gonna need you to have cigars.
Okay, let me just get something straight while I go get these receipts. And this tea. Lenita Hale, and the people out here. It's been a tremendous night. Listen, every now and then the Bible says a merry heart does good like medicine. The reason most of you eating up with the high blood, the diabetes, and the coronavirus is sometimes you don't stop and get on shows like this and just laugh, just lose it. Okay? And to be able to do that in this form nowadays, you cannot pay in town anywhere. It costs you almost to go get a show and comedian and all that stuff. By the time you pay $50 for a ticket and another, if you're a drunker and a drinker, $60. Now, I'm going to get these receipts and tea for this woman, but I want to say to Lenita, as I do all the time, and this is who I am, yes, damn people that don't know me, is that I appreciate you.
Thank you.
You and your husband, and I appreciate what you do and the platform you have and the voice you have, and to let people be expressive and say what they want to do, because people understand you're the moderator, you control, but yet you know what the people have need of and need. Yeah. All right, and I always thank you for that.
Thank you.
And you know, when church people go to church and the preacher ain't preaching like they want, they'll sit there and fold their arm and let him know, I don't like this here. And if he don't see them expressing it that way, he will see when they put that offering in the plate, they're going to express it. I'm saying to you, what was that? Did you belch?
No, that's the baby in the background playing.
I can hear good and see good and feel good too.
Get us that receipt there.
Yes.
And just mute her out. Lenita Hale, thank you. And people, what Lenita Hale does, that now there's many shows. And I mentioned this to her last week, and I do it all the time. And don't make me show it like they mean saints do. You do a phenomenal job.
Thank you, love.
Getting out, feeding the people. When I went with you guys, and I do the same thing, feeding. And I'm sure Candice is such a beautiful lady. Seriously,
yeah,
she's fun, excited, exuberating. Most of y'all need to be that way and stuff, and quit being scared and stuff. And she's very open. I was saying to you guys, I always enjoy. Yes, I could be doing something. Lanita know me very well, her husband, and most preachers cross it. And some of them, Candice, and they know it, are scared when I show up and scared when I don't show up. They confused.
Mm.
But I'm never to hurt, harm anybody. And but for Lanita, the work you do, feeding these people, which the politicians should be doing. I told you, Lanita, when we was at that event, and you had your people from, I'm not gonna call it the chapter, so I'll keep it with ambiguity. Uh, uh, NAACP and my friend who won in this area, and so many people giving out that day. You know what I'm talking about?
Was that with the?
Why we ain't calling no names, Candice? Okay. What I'm saying is I told Anita something about this many times. Okay, is that when the politicians show up, their pocketbook don't show up. They show up for a photo op and just to say, hello, I'm here and I'm up running. Now, a friend of mine that came to that event, because I'm a man of my word, we went shopping on a Sunday morning. And I was talking while she pushed the cart.
You talking about Bridget Lawson?
I didn't call no name. I don't put people out like that. Don't do that. But I'm saying the reason I'm saying this, Lanita, is some people perform when the cameras are on, and some people perform when the cameras are off, and some people perform whether they're on or off. It doesn't matter, because their greatest desire and aim is to help bridge mankind from where he's at, where he could be or should be. You perform whether there's a camera on or off.
That's right.
The wellness, awareness that was brought to my attention through my friend and many other ladies. Most of us build this bubble and this circle, and we isolate our lives from other stuff and chaos. And as I said, God has blessed some of y'all to be in these gated communities. So you don't know what poverty is anymore. And you don't know what it is to need a piece of bread because, you know, you make 6 figures now and you drive a nice car. And so you're isolated from that you were really familiar with and appreciated. And now you turn your nose up at it. But you, I have seen perform, where there's no camera, feeding the hungry and all that stuff, and the awareness of domestic violence. The rate has shot extremely high in this city. And not one of these politicians on the male side has verbally stood up and advocated for the abuse that women of color alone is suffering in this city. And do not understand the psychological effect behind it is, well, why they always go back to their abuser? Because the same hand that rocked the cradle, the same hand that beat her is that same hand that feeds her because the government doesn't do it properly. Okay, you know, in other words, when I was brought to the awareness of how drastically terrible it is, and it's something that soon goes silent, okay? And I watched my friend who would, in her pocket, hundreds and hundreds of dollars to put those packages together with those journals in. And nobody wrote a check to her. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And the reason I say this is because Lanita Hale, hold on, Candice, 1 second, just here. Lanita Hale, I tell her all the time, people love your show. They know you and they love your platform. And I'm sure when I get to know Candice as well, we're having a good time. If you don't do education, information, and inspiration, people not coming sitting here listening to a bunch of beat up women or me and talk.
Mm-hmm.
It's not attractive. Feeding the homeless is not attractive. But here we are laughing and having a good time. But yet and still, this woman, and I get to Candice, feeds a ton of hungry people. Yes, there's money being given, but they don't see, the cameras are not on, the money that comes out of her house to support the street. You see, you won't get the publicity. And see, those, those things. And I just celebrate you for that. That's why every opportunity we get, it may not be what, and people, it's not their business, with you and many others that I do. I don't need discernment to do this. Okay, this thing is God, understand. Can you hear me, Lanita? I don't need discernment. I don't need to intercede for 3 days. When you know there's a need, whether the camera is shining and the lights are bright, you do the need. You say, what are you getting to, Baker, before I get this tea? Is I had to really tell Anita, you do a great service to the community, but a lot of the people you do a disservice in the community is because you can't get people like a Donald Baker, like a Miles, every day to come help you physically. But when you expose me to an avenue where I can contribute, not physically, but financially, I do it. And people sit here, Candice, and laugh and have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And refuse then to go to the club because they can go and get their drinks in the house now. What I'm saying, people, is a call to action. Lanita Hale, Lanita Hale would tell you, I don't talk to her not one day during the week. Okay? And not that I don't want to, because I'm busy and we just don't flow. Because I'm on many different shows, but certain things I'm passionate about because I did it is her helping. And I said to her, you do a great service, but a disservice to your community here. They just know you're doing it and you're making it happen. And hey, you got God with you. But we are the vehicles by which God transmits a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
You don't understand the principle about giving, sowing, reaping, reciprocity. You're going to always, I'm talking to the people of color, don't understand how money works. You're going to always be willing to work and pick cotton a day for 50 cents for the people until you understand. The Bible teaches us, I give a seed, not to the righteous, but I give a seed to the sower. And he who sower always have a seed. Born and raised in the country with my sister old lady Midway, old man Johnson taught me that. And I half knew what preaching was, but he would go and get the watermelons and stuff. And then after you get the watermelons up and he bust one or two of them open and take the seeds and let them dry. I said, Brother Johnson, what is that? He said, this is what you call bumper crop. These first fruit, the watermelon, the corn. He said, this is what we're going to put at the barn, little Baker, and dry out. That becomes our seed. Then we're going to go back and reap the harvest. You don't eat the bumper crop. You sow the bumper crop. Sound like a preaching sermon. Yeah. Lanita Hale, I tell her all the time, it's your show. I'm just a guest or whatever y'all call me. People, you're sitting there right now, and some of y'all be ashamed. I ain't trying to make you feel guilty because I ain't never took an offering when I pastored or a paycheck or nothing. I didn't allow it.
I tell people $1, $2, $5, something. Cash out her and say, hey, this may not be, this is it. The little woman in the Bible ain't have a little guinea. Give her this here on the show. I thank you for that because you're not getting people like a Donald Baker, preachers, and all these highfalutin Negroes coming out. They ain't coming out there. When I got out there, all that pissing, them niggas stinking and all that, excuse me. But you were steady working. Put your gloves on, line up the table. Don't y'all do this, don't do that. People, hold on. The health department will show up. We got to follow rules. Get over here. While y'all were doing all that, guess what I was doing? Getting in my car, getting up out of there. And my hand on my trigger, ready to pull the boat. So with that said, I always say thank you. And Candice, me and you really got to get together on these shows and talk more. I wanted to meet you, and I told Anita, hell, now I'm finna throw that shade at her. He who celebrates you, and also, I said, now look, I tell you, I don't do instant message. I tell you, you told me some woman named Candice, and I've heard of her. And I said, I'm going to call her. Give me the number. I never get the number. Because I would have discovered how crazy she was before I got her. But Candice, you're a beautiful lady. And look, I feel, listen, people, Black women are underrated by white America. I celebrate y'all Black queens, okay? I'm for real. Now, just people that know my fault. I have no men friend, Candice. When you understand me, most of them are women because women have been instrumental in raising me in my life and a blessing. And I thank God for Black women. Hey, I was privileged to be married to a Black queen. And she did me no harm. I did her no harm. Because people don't understand. But I celebrate these Black women out here. Y'all making it happen. So they say it's the Black woman's year. It's always been her year. We just didn't recognize it. Let me go get this tea. Lanita, we see your weaves. Okay, now I'm going to get these receipts. Hold on. Don't rush me. I'm going to get these receipts.
Please.
On the clock. Now I'm hungry and I'm going to chew my gum.
We hungry too.
You and her talk. Candice, okay, we're going to talk. Let's talk and we're going to do the benediction. Let me get the tea and receipt and you're going to thank me.
I'm waiting.
We waiting. Everybody waiting.
Well, let them wait. I didn't know last night. Now how about if I give y'all a little tonight and y'all can take and we get some next week and we're going to start our investigative report. Okay? Now, okay? You want the documents because you people say stuff, but they don't have the evidence. And when you speak stuff that you don't have in writing, it don't hold up in court and you can get sued for defamation. And
that's why you have to say the key term, alleged.
Man, this ain't no alleged. This is documentation.
Well, I'm waiting on it. Been waiting on it.
Instead of me just saying it, I said, let me get the tea, the receipts, the documents, so it'll match what I gotta say.
Okay, we're waiting. Okay, we're waiting. Okay.
Lanita, what you keep looking down at?
We wait.
People are texting me. They need more than the PH.d diapers, so they're getting on the list.
Let me call the man for you. I got your message on that today.
No, we already have the pallets. They picking up tomorrow. Remember, we had today and tomorrow. So I'm putting more on the list for tomorrow.
Now, do y'all we got a whole case, where you pick that stuff up from my cousin?
Uh-huh.
Now, I have a donation of tons of, let me go get these receipts. G-string.
Yeah, go get the receipts.
That's Mr. Donald, honey.
Girl, you need to have him on your show. Oh, Lord.
I don't be talking that long of a show like that because our show is 1 hour. That's it.
I know. Come on, Mr. Donald. I have not eaten. I normally eat on my show. Good eats with Lady Hale. People tuning in for the food. Ain't no food on here.
Yeah, I know.
I'm hungry.
I know for sure I got to get me something to eat. I think I'm going to have to go get me some snow crabs or something.
I come on, because I've been in A by now.
Yeah, because it's like 9 something. I gotta eat.
Yes.
Because I gotta get ready for this press conference tomorrow too.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Uh-huh. That Miss Donna had us round the corner, on the side of the street, on top of the mountain, on top of the Reliance Station.
Well, yeah. And don't forget whatever 2 ladies you have here, make sure you get them to Mr. Baker.
Oh Lord.
Make sure they ready because I'm telling you, they may not be ready.
Oh Lord Jesus.
They gotta be ready.
That Mr. Baker something else.
Yes.
Mr. Baker run around.
Come on here. He got 10 minutes. That's it. I gotta go. I'm hungry.
Because I know I gotta go.
Yes.
I gotta give me something to eat and then put these rollers in and put my bonnet on and put my petty sleep on. I can be ready in the morning.
But now you know I'm in Israel and we gotta go up to the mountain and do through Jericho. I hear you talking and running trying to get back. No.
Where is he?
Now, let me tell you before I get this, Candice, to you. Understand something. When you when you expose people, you gotta be, man, sweetie, I'm gonna chew this gum until I finish tonight. It's gonna be 1 o'clock. I'm hungry. I'm not.
I ain't gonna go here no 1 o'clock now.
No, I'm not. I'm hungry.
Listen. Again, Candice, it was good meeting you.
Yes, it is.
Fun. I had a good time. Laughter does good. People, please, Lanita, let me find that phone. I'm gonna bless Lanita. Where's my other phone?
I had a good time.
Huh?
They are serving the people.
Okay, now who's that lady right there? Who is that?
Who?
Oh,
Her
Miss.
name, get that name right there. I heard. What is that? This is the most I've heard.
Oh yeah, is she single, Miss Candice? This lady?
No, what she said. I want to see if this is a sassy woman.
Oh, she married? Oh well,
I want to see if she said what she said. I can't see that little bit of.
This is the most I've heard y'all voice since he came on. Meaning you took over the whole show. Me and
No, I was minding my business, Miss. Well, these people called me. I was here working. I'm working and got to be other places. My friend
Wrap this up and get us this tea, please.
I ain't
I'm hungry.
I'm finna give y'all some stuff that we're gonna drop it. Now, since that lady said
I got stuff to do.
I'm gone. I'll give you this here next week since she gonna say that. Now I'm gonna give y'all some powerful stuff. Yeah. Tune in next week for tea.
Okay. Y'all know what? That Mr. Donald be doing too much, y'all. I'm just gonna tell y'all this here. Baby, Mr. Donald was finna have me up here on here for a whole other 2 hours trying to get some tea. Hey, cutie. I wasn't about to do all that because, baby, I got to get on. Go get me something to eat. I got to roll my hair. I got stuff to do. I can't hear you, Lady Hale.
I'm sorry, babe. What Donna Baker say? He gone.
Girl, Dr. Baker talking about he gonna have tea next week. Dr. Baker, I'm not finna play with you.
He gonna be on here by himself. Thank you, Miss Candice. We love you and appreciate you. Thank you so much.
We had fun.
Yes, and I'll get Donald on your show. I don't know. Y'all
right now, baby. Our production guy is boom, boom, and boom. We don't do all that. Oh no. No.
That's right. Thank you, Miss Candice.
Thank you.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye, baby.